Okay, our topic today is listed here. City Code Enforcement Compliance Yard Work. And I'm going to put the video that I'm producing right now. This is with MSN Recorder. And I want to form a file name with this information. So I'm going to copy it from this will be day 505. Control V, and we'll have to put the date and time in the front. Cut, place it in the front, and then update it. Today is the 4th, so I'm going to change it from 11/1 to 11/4 and remove the subscript. The day of the week is Monday, so I'm putting capital M, lowercase o, and the time is 9:33 a.m. So we start at 9:33 a.m. space a.m. and actually started already earlier, so let's put it as if it is 9 o'clock a.m. and the current time is 9:33 a.m. and that is going to be day 505. 5 copy, go to the very top of the file and paste it, edit, paste, and then I want to save it on the log subfolder. If I can find my log subfolder. Here's the log subfolder. Now I got a complete file name to actually save it on my hard drive. Edit, copy, file, save as, paste, and save. I can close or minimize all the browsers to get them out of the way. Close everything that I don't need, so the machine is not overloaded. So actually, I can close all windows, minimize all browsers. I don't want to have anything extra that I don't need to have open now. Close everything. Just keep a couple of notepads and minimize this one too. Move this to the side. Make some spaces at the very top. And then shrink it so it doesn't take the whole screen. Now, I want to add several video recordings, starting with Webcam Max. I want to use the try version. I want to close the animation and start recording, and then lower it down so it doesn't take the whole screen. Then I want to add another webcam software, UCam from Cyberlink, and then start a recording here too. And these are all local recordings, so in case I fry the machine, I want to also run a cloud recorder with Loom. So I run Loom, and then on top of that I want to run Psar problem step recorder, Make sure the setting is to 999, which it is. Start a new recording and add a comment with the file name from the log folder. Paste it and OK. And then aim the camera at my face and start recording there and make it larger. Make this image larger. And now that I have all the local recordings, the local recordings, I refer to the recordings off of this Windows 10 PC. I'm going to refresh the step recorder, recording now dialog box. Stop the current recording, save the current recording, and use the name that I made up earlier to paste it on my notes right here. But I would like to change and correct some mistakes. First of all, I want it to be psar.exe, which stands for problem step recording. Copy it and paste it over the log path. So I mark the log path, then I paste over it, and then I want to look at some errors here, which I have one lack of space. Now it's good enough to continue, copy and save. And now click review additional details, scroll up to see that that was 3 steps. And now I'm ready to go for another file and paste the previous file name in my highlight area and comment dialog box and hit return to examine the path to psar.exe, which stands for problem step recorder executable. And then I want to paste it, paste it in my notes, in my notepad, and file save. Notice that I have forgotten to indicate that the second file is a zip file as opposed to the first one, which is a text file. And also I didn't put a space between several of the files. Now at this point I want to put on some external recording devices. So let's delineate, and I'll start with the video glasses. And here I have a problem with a broken carabiner. Let me see if I can find a carabiner that's not broken here that I can use. To replace the broken carabiner. Let me put first the eye view glasses and then we'll deal with the carabiner. Taking the Hawaiian shirt on. Take the broken eye view glasses, goggles, and see if they still are working. Then I want to turn them on. Notice that it is broken here, and I put a little paper clip right on the temple to hold it together before it breaks again. Now I put it on. In addition to that, I want to put in a power bank. So I'm taking this power bank. Notice that this power bank is blue, which means that it is fully charged. Extend the cable, drop it in my pocket, and run it through the sweatband. This way, hopefully it will not be pulled down so easily. Now I examine it again, make sure it is working, and which it is. Then I'm going to connect it to my USB-C port on the iView video glasses and put the glasses back on. Now that I'm done with that, I need to fix the broken retractable here. I'm going to try to take that retractable off. Here's the retractable that's broken. I'm going to release it. Open it up. Take it out. And put instead a red one from here that seems like it is still working. So here is a retractable that's still working. I'm taking it out, and I'm going to mount it at the corner here and reinforce it with a paper clip. Okay, and now I want to reinforce it so it stays in place right there on the bottom of the leg of this easel. Now I can put on this lanyard, put it on over my neck first. Set up the legs. So this is a neck wallet, phone holding lanyard with a badge holder and an easel. And I want to set it up on my chest and fasten it to my chest with these carabiners. Also, it has knobs here, and I'm tightening up the knobs so that I'll be able to attach them to my back. One set for the upper legs on top of my pectoral muscles, on top of my pecs, and the other one underneath my pectoral muscles, underneath my pecs. And now I'm ready to shoot from my phone. In addition to my iView video glasses or goggles, I've charged my phone fully, swipe it, select camera, and start the recording. And now I'm video recording from this phone that is fully charged. I'm taking out the phone that has not been charged sufficiently, and this one is 100% charged, and I'm going to take the old phone and put it back to the charging station so it gets charged. In the meantime, I'm shooting from this phone for my video glasses, and I'm going to add to it one more element of recording videos, which is my head-mounted tablet from RealWear. For this purpose, I'm going to wear this sweatband to stop my sweat and also protect my forehead and my head. Put my rainbow cap on, and now I'm ready to put on the head-mounted tablet from RealWear. I'm going to release it from the wall power, and then release the power bank. Notice that I have two power banks, one on the right hand side, 100% fully charged, and the other attached to the device with the green velcros. And you can see that the device is old and is falling apart. Then I take the external black power bank with a USB-C cable and connect it to the head-mounted tablet from RealWare. Make sure it is fully socketed. And then I have another spare power bank on the left, the blue power bank on the left side, attached with the red and black Velcro to the device. So 2 power banks, and this one says 99%, already took 1%, and it will be available for 33 hours and 0 minutes. And now I'm putting it over my head and hope to start recording from my head mount. Now I have to look inside, and this is a voice activated device. So I'm going to instruct it to start recording. So I'm going to start talking to it. My camera, record video. And it records the video, and notice that it turns, the flash is automatically turned on. And here's the beauty, it actually did something today. Praise the Lord. And maybe she could help me a little here instead of terrorizing me all the time. So now we are ready to go for the next step, which is check everything and make sure that everything is working as it should. I'm going to refresh Pixar. So I'm going to press the red button. Then I'm going to press the save button. Then I pick up the file name from above. Capture the Pixar.txt path, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it at the beginning of the file name field and paste it in, followed by a backslash. So this is for the Save As dialog box. I'm saving it to drive C. I'm double checking it by clicking on the Pixar.txt path and then clicking on my file name path, and I want to adjust it. I want to make it, put a subscript of A after the year, so it reads year 2024 sub A, and then update the time to the current time, which is 9:49 a.m. So I'm going to upgrade the 0.33 to 0.49 a.m. and now I got a complete file name, day 5 of 5 city code enforcement compliant yard work. Now I'm ready to continue. I put a space even between the, I guess it's good enough. Copy to the clipboard buffer and then click the save button, and then click the review additional details button and scroll up to see that that was step number 9. So I'm starting a new file at this time by pressing the red button, new, and then I'm going to add a comment with the previous file name, forming a block chain of file name. Each file in the first step has the link to the previous file, and in that way the files can remain small but linked together with the same theme. I click OK, and then I paste it at the top of my notes, edit, paste, and then file, save. Now that I finished so far, I'm ready to go to the next step and double check with the most beautiful girl and make sure that everything is intact. She has gloves and everything else. And now we're going to set up that headband that it holds the cable and will prevent it from breaking easily. So we want to attach it and then put it over and then loop it around a little, so there is a little slack here, and if she hits something she wouldn't break it right away as she did before. So that is important to know. You want to extend it as much as possible and then lock it up. Okay, looks good. Now let's see if it is working also. Turn sideways a little so I can see if it is blinking or not. Looks like it is working fine. Okay, so now
close it down. Let's go.
we are ready to wrap up everything. No terror, please. So now I want to check the recording. That took 15 minutes. By starting with Loom, I'm going to play it back and see if it works. In the meantime, I grab the path of Loom, copy to the clipboard buffer, then play it back in 2.5 speed, and listen. Stop the current recording, save the current recording, remove the name that I named out earlier. Paste it in my notes right here, but I would like to change the words and script. First of all, I wanted to do bizarre, but we have seen instance for problems with recording. Now you can paste it over the notepad. So I mark the notepad, then I paste over it, and then I want to look at some errors here, which I have a lack of space. Now it's good enough to. Everything sounds perfectly good, so I suspend it by clicking the comment button on Loom. Can you repeat it, please? Sarah. Do you hear me talking to a wall?
I'm setting up my camera and everything.
What is it to set? Press record and that's
No,
it.
video.
Close all the apps and press record.
I'm closing all the apps.
Jesus, please help me, Lord.
Let's go.
Then I go to the summary field, right mouse click and paste it in.
Paste what in?
Then scroll down, garbage, no garbage.
Paste what in?
Don't help, don't hurt.
Okay,
then go to the chapter section, come here and look at it and don't talk trash. Then go to the chapter section, click the add chapters.
Add chapters.
Then select the default of chapters 1 through 3 and save it. And then I'm done with it because it is perfectly good.
Okay, let's move on.
So we are going to refresh Pixar. Please don't hurt. Okay. Don't help, get lost and be quiet. You want to help, stay here and help. Don't terrorize and don't hurt. So now we are going to stop and refresh Pixar. I press the red button, then the save button, and then select the previous Pixar file name and increment it to the next version, which is from A, it is going to go to B. So I override version A with version B on the file name, and then the current time is 9:54 a.m. I'm going to upgrade 49 to 54, so that will be 5:4. And then I want to double check it again. I go to the first field of the Save As dialog box, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert the cursor at the first position of the last input field, which is the file name field, and right mouse click, paste the path, followed by a backslash. It seems now the file is complete. I'm reviewing it yet one more time and click on the first input field of the Save As dialog box, then the second input field, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then click the Save button. Then I'm clicking Review the additional details, and we will see that was 35 steps. As I refresh it by pressing the new red button and add a comment with the previous file name, creating a black chain of file names, and enter to examine the path, and the path is okay, and then paste the new file name in my notepad, edit, paste, and a couple of enters, and file save. And now that I'm done with it and everything is okay, I'm going to minimize the browser so I don't have any distractions here. And now I still have 3 local video recorders going on this PC, which I want to stop since I'm going to go out. So I'm going to stop the first one, which is a CyberLink UCam. Press the stop button first and stop it, and then double click the last copy to listen to it. want to also run a cloud recorder with you. And that sounds perfectly good. And then on top of that, I want to run to soft. So I stop it. And then I want to repeat the same thing with webcam max. I want to stop the recording and play it back. That was 20 minutes of preparation, and now double click it to listen to it. Start recording. And this is perfectly good. And finally, before I go out, I want to stop also MSN Recorder Max